Hi guys, welcome back to Cardz TV. This is Mary, and I've decided to make a card out of some of the papers I showed you in the quick tip the other day. This is the Studio G paper that I just found at Walmart, and I'm going to use some of the buttons I showed you. I love these together because of the purple mostly, but I just think this paper is so pretty, and it's got these little hearts in it. So I thought that might work out well with this sentiment on the More Encouraging Thoughts set, I Wish You Love. I love this set. I haven't used it a lot. I've done a few cards with it. I did the one with the crocodile, with the little girl putting her head in the crocodile's mouth, and I used Be Brave, and you can do it on that one. But I really want to use this one with this pretty paper with the hearts on it. I'm going to use one of the borders, and I've also got some lilac baker's twine from the twinery. Now, I may not use all of this, I don't know. This is going to be a card. I don't usually do it this way. I usually have everything in mind that I'm going to do, and it's already cut, and I just put it together. Well, this time, you're going to see me from start to finish figure out this card as I go. I hope I don't make a big mess of it. I don't even know yet what Cricut cartridges I'm going to use. You know, I always kind of lean on Elegant Edges. I may use that one, may not. Don't know yet. I also have some really pretty purple cardstock from Colorbook that I think coordinates well with the other purples. So I'm going to get my trimmer. I think we're going to do a portrait style card. So we'll go ahead and start getting our papers cut, and I'll get some kind of idea where I'm going with this, and maybe it'll turn out. We'll see. Okay, I've got my trimmer out. I've had this trimmer for ages, and of course it's purple. It's a Fisker's trimmer, and I've just about worn all the numbers off of it, so sometimes I have to kind of guess where I'm cutting it at. And I've got my purple cardstock, and since this is going to be a portrait style card, we're going to cut this at 4 1/4 by 11. There's 4 1/4, and then we'll take it out this way on the arm for the 11. I forgot my bone folder. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and fold this in half. Normally I would have my bone folder and I would score it at 5 1/2, but I forgot it. I'm in the studio and my bone folder's out in the other area. So here we go. Here's our portrait style card. You can see how easy that is. Now for the paper that's going on here, I think I want to use the green next, but I'm not sure, so let's try this one. Let's see. Yeah, I think I need to put the green and then the other one. I like that much better. Okay, so the green paper to fit on this card needs to be 4 by 5 1/4, so we'll go ahead and cut that. That will go on next. And this next layer will be 3 3/4 by 5. I go down 1/4 of an inch with each cut for my layering. That's just for a simple card with simple layering. Go ahead and adhere these to the front of my card. So I'm going to go ahead and use the ATG gun for that and get these put down real quickly. Now I've got my base all ready. We've got a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 inch purple card. The green mat is 4 by 5 1/4, and then this mat on top with the little hearts and the flowers and leaves is 3 3/4 by 5. Now I want to put a border down the center, but I don't think I want to use this border that came with it after all. I'm just not that happy with that. I think I want to use the purple and the green. So I brought my ruler. Let's measure this. This is 1.5 inches. So if I cut the green at 1.5 inches and I want to have a purple mat behind it, I need to cut the purple at 1.75 inches. So we'll go ahead and cut that 1.75 inches by 5. And that will be the background mat for the border down the center. And then the green on top of that will be 1.5 inches by 5. Now we're going to wrap some twine around our center border about 3 times. So I'm just going to take my ATG gun and just put a little tape at the top and the bottom of this to hold my twine while I wrap it around. There we go. That'll keep it secure while I wrap it. And I think I'm just going to go around close to the center 3 times. And then I'll just trim that off, and it's secured on the back, and that'll hold it. And we'll add this to the front of our card. And you don't have to worry if it tries to pull up a little bit, because once you get it down, it'll hold it. I'm liking it. Yep, I'm really liking it. Okay, let's get this put on the front. And you know what? I think we're going to get elegant edges and put something across the center for our sentiment. And then I want to pull this together and tie a bow out of the twine. Okay, I got out elegant edges, and right there on the first page, I think is the cut I'm going to use. This is page 21, and this is called Eyelet 1, and I'm going to cut the oblong right here out of white for my sentiment, and then I'm going to cut the shadow out of the purple. Okay, I went ahead and cut that out at 3 inches out of white, and the shadow is also at 3 inches out of the purple, and I've stamped it with Go Where Your Heart Leads You. I thought that fit better on this size than I Wish You Love, and I like what it says. I think this will be a great graduation card, or maybe a card of encouragement for somebody that's maybe going into a new job or looking for a job. I just think that would be a great sentiment for that. So before I adhere this down, I want to run this through the Cuttlebug, and we're going to use the Swiss Dots folder. And what you want to do, guys, if you're going to stamp a sentiment on something, but you also want to emboss it, stamp it first, because it's really hard to stamp something once it's been embossed, because you've got that bumpy exterior. Okay, I've got my A plate on. I've got my sentiment mat in there. We're going to sandwich this between the 2 B plates and run this through the Cuttlebug. Love my Cuttlebug. Just embossing something really adds a lot. So we'll get this put together, and then we'll put our bow and put some buttons on here, and we'll have a great little card. I've put this on 2 thicknesses of foam tape, and we're going to center this with the sides and the top and the bottom. It's going to go, let's move it down just a little bit since we're going to have a bow. Right about there. So it's not completely centered this way. Let's move down just a little bit. I really like that. Now I've got 2 pieces of the baker's twine, so we'll have a double bow, and we're just going to run this under here and hope that I can tie a decent bow today. Okay, I like that. And let's trim these ends a little bit. I like the look of the double bow. Get these ends down here the way I want them. I'm like all of you. I like my bows to be a certain way. Oh, I like that a lot. Now we've got to add some of these pretty little buttons, and I think we're going to use the little flowers. So let's get those out. Let's see, circle or flowers. I like the flowers. And these are self-adhesive. It'd be cute if they were little hearts too, wouldn't it? Well, I think this turned out really cute. Wasn't sure when I started what we were going to end up with. Thanks so much for coming by today, guys, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye now.